It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
One, ready? Here we go, here we go. 180. Eleven empty. In motion left is Higgins. Burrow on play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. Here we go. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180. 11 empty.
And Burrow going to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
3rd and 8.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find them in this type of a situation.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Chiefs had 7 and 4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Attack!
Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Norris.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Mahomes going to throw. And it's a short one there, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Yellow.
They go again with Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Hey, Ripley.
Davis is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Yellow. Easy.
Pacheco.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal.
Yellow. Right.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Right to the air, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
11, Thomas.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Big 13. Big 13.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Here we go.
They send a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. To the right side, reeled in by Chase. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, there's never play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down, or chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
11. Here we go. 180. Stop.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say it's this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. It might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. Completed over the middle. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And he makes the house call. It's a pick six for Cincinnati.
Kate, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 9. Making some progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Yellow. My side.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be encouraged out of bounds there with a pickup of 4 and second and 6.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Yellow. My side.
Right back to Pacheco. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stop made by Barrett Carter.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third and just 2 to go.
Yellow.
It's Pacheco again. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Let's get set.
Slot man motioned over. From the gun, a get to Brown. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
32-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Man in motion here.
Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're all set now. 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 180. Wait, hot. Stop.
Brown on the inside give. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The Bengals are out in front. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Here we go. 180. It's hot. Hot.
Here Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 20-zip lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season. But for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Fire down these two. Let's go.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Complete out to the right. Oh, he put him in the space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 2.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hey, can.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give now to Brown. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 3-possession game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals push the lead to 20.
27, Chiefs 7.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Yellow. 15. I'll go blue, lady. Yellow. Buzz. Be ready.
Here's Mahomes now. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Brought in right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Yellow.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
I'll go blue, lady.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got a man left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Wait. That's a lot, lady.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Fight on these two. That's a lot, lady. Yellow. Hey, color.
Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs jump some of the lead off before the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Burrow to the air now. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
11, Thomas.
Burrow setting to throw. Finds Brown right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
On 2.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go.
Burrow. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. Big 13.
Again, it's Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's get set.
On first down, here's Burrow. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find the home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our staff. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 26-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Yellow.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yellow.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. He finds space into the red zone. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Diamonds on me fight, making Reese, Argentina, orange Richard Mille on me dancing just like Bia.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Yellow.
Working inside the red zone. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for Isaiah Pacheco out of the backfield. So it's second down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drop the lead back to 13.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst on. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hero 15.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes hits him on the out route. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
First down carry for Pacheco. He's able to manage a couple on that run. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. 180. Motion, motion, motion. Strike.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there are so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 2.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go. Stop. Right 80. Right 80. Stop.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's get set. Right 80. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel.
Gun, gun. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. 4th and 4 coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. No play action. It's Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. He got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Raise high! Hut! 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Brown. Here he goes again. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 12.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Reichard on for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals bump the lead up to 13 points. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Hey, yellow, go.
Throwing is Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's 4th down.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw for it. He finds Worthy, complete. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Yellow. Right side.
On the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
15. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Yellow. Right side.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Right side.
Playing favorites with the fullback here. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. First and 10 now from the 46.
Fight on these two. Arch up a little bit. Hey, ripple it. Right side.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals take over as he records his 10th career INT.
trying to pull me back, right? Get the bumping in the club, the sound I'm with my eyes. Chicks, if she smash, she gone.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. White 80. Stop.
Now a toss. This is Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Give on second is Brown. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Injury on the field after that play, and that looks like Chase Brown, who's getting some help from the medical staff. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Gun. Stop. Stop. White 80.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left.
Stop.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Deep shot doesn't quite work out. That's an incomplete pass.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So out now comes the punter. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back. His own 7-yard line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Back to the well again. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Third and long for him here. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense. They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
White 80. What is that?
Man in motion out of the slot. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Catch me left side by Luka. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
His pass complete to Abuka. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Ready? Viking 18.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
70 Lions. Check.
They give it to him again. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
60 Bison.
Another carry for him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals have likely locked up the win right there. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here we go. Set. 18 run. 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Now, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Finds his man over the middle. He's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
Ready?
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Go!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Track 60. 19, Tiger, 19, top, go!
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Let's go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. They gain 11 on that play, and the Bengals have a 1st down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10 from the 32. Turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
70 Lions.
Jones going to do it himself. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 3rd down, Chiefs going with a dive.
Let's go now.
Lean back motions right. On 3rd and long, it's Jones. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter making his way out now. And this kick is going to come from inside his own 40. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
13-yard
Ready?
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now going to throw out of the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Kansas City.